Hey Insurance, this is Tony Kindness, Chief Motivational Officer at Insurance Nerds, and Insurance and InsurTech Recruiter Extraordinaire, and I am back in the Atlanta airport waiting for my flight to Las Vegas for InsurTech Connect 2022. And this is the next step in my fall conference calendar, which was turned upside down a little bit by family events and by a slight bout with mostly asymptomatic COVID, which took me out of the running for a couple of weeks to protect the rest of you, right? Even though I was mostly asymptomatic. Normally what I do is I talk a little bit about the conference that I'm going to, and I talk a little bit about the rest of my calendar for the rest of the season. Well, in this case, InsurTech Connect is such a gigantic deal that basically I won't take any time to talk about other events coming up. If you are heading to InsurTech Connect, look me up. I am very easy to find with the long hair, the red jacket, and the top hat. Now the question is the hair actually part of me, or was it part of the hat? Is it a wig? But anyway, if you're at InsurTech Connect, definitely look me up. Again, top hat, red jacket for the whole time. If you have never been to InsurTech Connect, and if you're not making it to InsurTech Connect this year, I highly encourage you to consider it for next year. If you have any sort of interest in InsurTech, Step 1 is subscribe to the coverager.com newsletter. Step 2 is subscribe to my podcast, Profiles in Risk, preferably at the Insurance Nerds YouTube channel. And step 3, if there is a local InsurTech event like InsurTech Austin or InsurTech Hartford or whatever in your local area, start attending those. But eventually you do want to make it to InsurTech Connect. There is quite simply nothing like it. 10,000 people and a big name concert the last day. There's quite simply nothing like InsurTech Connect. The ITC, the first time I went in 2018, I was only there for a day because I had a conflict for the second day. I was only there for a day, and yet I met like half of the people that I admire in the InsurTech space. Incredible networking opportunity. Then the second time I went in 2019, I think. No, in 2021. In 2021 was just fantastic. Yeah, I can't even remember. I think this is my third or fourth time. But anyway, absolute. There's simply nothing like it in the insurance or InsurTech industries. If you haven't had the chance to check out InsurTech Connect, check it out. And if you are there this year, definitely look me up, say hi, and let's chat about what you're doing. Oh, and I will be doing another edition of the InsurTech Video Diaries. So I'll be running around every day, getting short 60 to 90 second interviews with all the founders and other attendees to InsurTech Connect, and I'll be publishing those every morning, and then a big long edition maybe Monday or Tuesday after the conference. Last year's edition was a little bit over 2 hours long. So anyway, I hope to see you at ITC, whether it's this year or next. Renee always asks me about my bucket list. And for a long time, I've told her that I have such an amazing life, especially since I met her, that I really don't have a bucket list. Well, I was a little bit wrong. I do have a bucket list, and I decided to hit a couple of those points today and get them off of the bucket list. So super, super excited and much, much, much more to come. How freaking cool is this? Now, not cool is this guy who just finished the slowest lap in Ferrari history and is sweating buckets from doing that. Hey, this is Tony, and it's 2 p.m. on Monday. So ITC registration officially just opened, and literally opened 2 minutes ago, so you can pick up your ticket, and the line is already getting crazy. So this year it looks like we're on a different floor. Last year we had to go upstairs. Today we're kind of on the main floor, which means the walk will be shorter this year, and it means that we have the food court right next door, so that's a nice change. Also, it's very nice ITC Cube, and it also has a QR code to scan with, to download the app, which of course I haven't because I'm the least prepared person ever. So the check-in area is divided into self-checkout and full service.
Oh no, it's Tony.
How's it going?
Good. Oh, he's famous. Hey, we're famous.
Only within the insurance and insurtech space. Hey, this is Tony with the ITC Video Diaries, and this is day one officially. Registration opened yesterday at 2 p.m. and but the session starts today, so it's Tuesday. I sat this morning like a good East Coaster, woke up at 5 a.m., like 4:30 a.m., showered, and sat at the Starbucks at the at the Luxor, and already had like 6 meetings. Nothing scheduled. That is how good the networking is at ITC, basically. Already had several meetings just with people recognizing me and coming by and saying hi. So I am now at the floor, and I found this little friend here, and I have a very important question for the Bold Penguin people. So tweet me or something. Is this thing to scale? Am I really shorter by a little bit than a penguin? This is an important question. So dear Bold Penguin people, please let me know. Is this thing to scale? I'm assuming that it's not. I'm assuming that it's bigger than a real penguin, but very, very important question. Since I'm 5'7", I'm used to being shorter, but I'm not used to being shorter than the freaking penguin. Okay, so here I am at the Bold Penguin Lounge. This is what it looks like this year. I love the advice of be bold. Needless to say, I'm kind of a fan of being bold. And they've got another penguin here, and this one is significantly taller than me. So I think this answers the question. The other penguin is probably not the scale, neither of this is this one, because this one is like Ryan Hanley sized or Broker Brett sized. Definitely much taller than me. So let's see. Okay. So the Bold Penguin Lounge this year, in the post-Amber era. And I don't believe the space with all the tables and with everybody's the expo hall. I don't believe the expo hall has opened yet. So, and probably can't sneak in anymore to, like I did this last year, to get a video of how it was being made. Okay. 10:40 a.m. on day one, and no sessions yet, and this is already a zoo, basically. Let's see, I'm guessing there's maybe, I don't know, 800 people here already, maybe more, but you can get an idea of just how packed this is today. And we are just getting started. Sessions haven't even started. So yeah. Hey, this is Tony, and doing the very first ITC video interview today with Devin from Lead Cloud. So Devin, other than having awesome long hair, not as long as mine, but awesome long hair, what is Lead Cloud?
Lead Cloud is the pipes that deliver leads, third-party data, and rating information to carriers and marketing partners.
Okay, so you are here to meet carrier innovation people. Who else are you here to meet?
Third-party data vendors, marketing partners, really anybody who's passing data back and forth.
That's everybody, right?
Exactly. It's a great place to be.
Okay, no kidding. A little overwhelming. Do you guys have a booth, or you're just walking around?
We're just walking around.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you.
Hey, this is Tony, and I have Brian Davis, head of View by Hub. Okay, so View, it sounds like View, yeah, right? It's spelled V-I-U.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think everybody knows what Hub is, right? Although some technology people might not. So Hub, gigantic,
largest personalized broker in the world.
largest personalized broker in the world. Okay, and
Top 5 global.
top 5 global broker overall. Okay, so gigantic broker. What is View by Hub?
Yeah, View is Hub's answer to digitizing the brokerage experience, and we feel that that's a very refreshing value prop. And so we like to say we are a broker powered by InsurTech.
Okay, a broker powered by InsurTech. Okay, so let's break that out for me.
Yeah.
So the client ultimately is the purchaser of insurance.
Correct.
Okay. So it's a direct to consumer play.
It's a embedded capability. So it is a B2C play. It's a B2B2C play, and we do that across what we call transactional lines, which is personal and small commercial as well.
Okay. So here at ITC, who are you looking to meet? What kind of?
Like I said, where things are going with the insurance ecosystem. Broker brings choice, broker brings neutrality, and what we like to do is eliminate friction in that journey. And the journey is all the way from discover to quote to bind, all the way we stay with the customer through servicing and engaging with them around their risk needs, which that's what was missing. Most of the engagement with the customer has been from the carriers, and so we like to bring that neutrality to the servicing side of things as well.
Okay. Well, when did it launch?
June this year.
Also, it's brand new.
Yes.
Brand new. Okay. And how are you? So the Hub model, if I understand it, is a very agent-driven model, right? With producers.
Yes.
Now I don't know if that's the case for personal lines also.
Correct.
Okay. So how are you getting View in front of the final customer?
Yeah, so 3 primary distribution channels at first. Of course, we already have 500,000 existing clients on the books. And so
Also, so the entire personal line book transition to be managed by View.
Correct.
So they get better tools, better technology.
Correct.
Oh, excellent.
Certainly digital. We have our call center capabilities, and we have our field presence. So we like to call that all working together with technology as an omni-channel.
Beautiful.
And then the embedded nature allows us to embed with strategic partners as well. So those are our 3 ways we're placing this product out the gate. Eventually, you'll see us embed into our other platforms like employee benefits, our wealth management platform, our healthcare platform, but bringing the same fundamental brokerage product all the way across the entire value.
Okay, so the strategic partners, who are the strategic partners for now?
Yeah,
and what kind of strategic partners are you seeking?
Yeah, well, really broad swath, but our initial focus is on home and auto shopping and lending platforms.
Okay.
So we announced one this morning with Wayne Reeves Automotive, a big F&I software platform for auto dealers across the United States. We also announced a partnership with ReSAS, which provides real estate software for tons of real estate companies, Keller Williams and things like that. So that's kind of where we look to partner with those types of shopping and lending platforms.
Excellent. And what's the website?
View by Hub.
So VIU by Hub.com. Okay. Brian, real pleasure to chat. Hope to get you on the podcast and have kind of a deeper conversation of this whole topic.
Awesome. I got to get me one of those hats too, man.
It's not a prop. It's real. Like it's actual leather. Thank you.
All good, man.
Value, and then that will help drive a better customer experience. So what they did was every time a claim would move from one stage to the other, they actually started sending text and emails depending on what the customers had opted for to let them know that where the claims was in the journeys, and from their side they were keeping them informed. However, they didn't see any change in the call volume, right? And in fact, it didn't change the customer experience at all. So when we went in terms of really looking at it, we found that their entire claim cycle, right? There were about 11 touch points in the journey in terms of the information being asked from the customer, the amount of validation being done and back and forth, right? So imagine the number of friction points. The customers, when they were calling in, they were actually manifesting the pain of the time it takes to adjudicate the claim, right? Not wanting to be informed, but they wanted to get paid, right? And as a result, the initiatives did not yield any value and benefit, right? So it's very important. Any claims transformation, in my view, has to have two very fundamental outcomes that must be achieved. One is it has to simplify the experience for the customer. It has to make it easy for them customer to engage with you in the process, right? And it's not an easy.
It feels like it, and I think because of the proof points and because they've shown the power of what they can deliver, I think that really hasn't been an obstacle for us. I'll give an example. When we launched, we were, I think, one of your first term life carriers on the platform in the United States, and we weren't able to have multiple rates in the system. But we knew that we would need to change rates, and so we knew we would need to build that out, and we had to talk about, in the cone of uncertainty, when might we do our first free price, and how do we all make sure we're ready for that? And that first free price took us probably 8 weeks. And
hi everyone and welcome. We're so happy to be here. My name is Amy Cooper. I'm the founder and CEO of Rise. It's the young professionals group for the insurance industry. And I am joined here with Tony.
Tony Pennis, very nice to meet everybody. Co-founder at Insurance Nerds. My other co-founders over there, Carly. I have an issue with. I have a co-founder in my Insurance Nerds, which is Carly, and I have a co-founder in my insurance recruiting practice. Her name is Kylie. I'm very ADHD. This creates a lot of trouble for me. Okay. So I run Insurance Nerds, the Insurance Nerds YouTube channel, online community, publishing. Well, Carly runs the publishing side. Shadowbridge20.com, which is free career advice for all insurance professionals. And the Profiles of Risk podcast, which is Larry's podcast in the insurance space. All of that's a hobby. And then my day job, I run a little recruiting practice for insurance and insurance.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. And so what we wanted to talk to you today about is a little bit of the state of the industry from a talent perspective, and then we have some advice for the young professionals in the industry.
Okay, awesome. So I've been talking and thinking about little else other than insurance talent for the last 12 and a half years, basically. And writing about insurance tech and training about insurance tech before we had the word insurance tech. And we've been talking about this demographic crisis since I started in insurance. Okay? And we've made a lot of progress, and we're nowhere near solving it. So the good news, so insurance unemployment has stayed between 1 and 2.5% basically for the entire time I've been around for 12 years. During the COVID recession, it went up to about 4%, and it came back down. At some point it was down to like 0.8%. To give you an idea, 4%, according to economists, is full employment. So basically, insurance runs at full employment when there's a recession, and at much better than full employment when there isn't. And this is an incredible industry to work for. Okay, we have made a lot of efforts in the industry. Gamma and Sigma is growing fast, and that's the insurance and risk management fraternity. There are now about 85 programs in the U.S., college programs for risk management insurance. Ultimately, from the perspective, if you are a hiring manager, at a broker, at an agency, at a carrier, at an insurtech, the next 10 to 20 years are going to be hard. I can help, that's what I do with my day job, but it's going to be hard, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be remote first, by the way. You probably, if you're a carrier, if you're here, you might have realized that. If you're not here, you probably haven't realized that the future of insurance is remote. And quite simply, we can't stop it, right? But if you are talent, and I think today we're talking mostly about US talent, US employees. If you are talent, which is you and I, basically, if you invest in your domain knowledge in insurance, get something like CPCU, CIC, RPLU, whatever they think, make sure that you get the domain knowledge is important. And if you invest in being tech savvy, in understanding what's going on in the insurance side of the industry, and then you network by doing things like coming here, you are going to have your choice of jobs from here until you retire. And you're going to make a lot of money, basically. That's my quick summary, basically.
Yeah. And so when you keep it with the Vegas theme, and lucky number 7, I have 7 tips for everyone in the room. If you're looking to improve your career, you're looking to set yourself on the right path. So number 1 is look for ways to innovate from your role. If you're here, there's a lot of shiny things. There's a lot of ways to get distracted, but when you get back to your organization, one way to put yourself and make yourself valuable is to understand what are the goals of your manager. What is your team trying to do? And then find ways to relate things that you learn here back to your organization. And use that as a way to make yourself valuable.
Can I add something to it?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Fantastic point. Okay. I have never been a manager. I'm 39.5 years old. I'm an older millennial. It's going to be 40 in December 19th. I'm going to be 40. I have never been a manager. I've been a sales manager, but never a manager. And yet, I can document how I've had a gigantic, and when I say I, in this case, I mean very much myself, Carl, and everybody else that makes insurance starts happening. We have had a massive effect in the industry. Things like student loan reimbursement exist in our industry because we did the work to bring them in. And I've never been a manager. Okay? Learn to lead without authority. Learn to influence.
Definitely. Okay, number 2, Tony already said, is network. But here's some networking tips. Be present. There are way too many things happening at the same time here. Do not have FOMO. Do not think about where you're going next. When you meet somebody, meet them. Be present in the conversation. Look them in the eye. Shake their hand. Don't be looking everywhere else except for the person that you're talking to. And find something that you can connect with them on. Something that I do, I make notes in my phone after I meet with somebody so that I remember their kid's name, something that they've got on the horizon, something that I want to follow up with them on. If you become a great networker, you will have a successful career. I mean, it's just all about who you know. Look to be helpful. I think that that's something that Tony and I both try to do. We're always looking for what can we do to help this person in their career, make an introduction, and be authentic. And you can tell we're both authentically ourselves.
If you can take one thing from this whole session, and I haven't seen the list of the rest of the things Shirley has, but if you can take one thing, your network becomes your net worth. It's a long-term process, but your network becomes your net worth. Okay? Basically, if you are not naturally a good networker, never read alone. It has not been updated for the post-COVID era, but you can transform it. So read Never Read Alone, network obsessively, and do not be the guy, it's usually guys, but I mean, it could be anybody. Don't be the empty suit that goes to the conference, hands out 10,000 business cards, and doesn't actually get to know the people that they chat with. And finally, the biggest piece of advice, give to your network without keeping count. Don't keep track. Just give to your network, give to your network, give to your network. Basically, you're digging your well before you're thirsty. I think it's kind of more modern version, more urban version of that. But the more you get to your network, the more your network will be there and thrilled to help you out on the day that you need help.
Yeah, and one last thing is don't forget to follow up with all the people that you meet. Make sure you follow up. Follow up. Number 3 is build your personal brand. And you can tell that Tony has a personal brand. He has insurance nerds. Everybody's going for his top hat. They're going to know him. And people know the brand of Rise. They've seen that. Figure out what you want your personal brand to be, because if you don't select it, people will create it for you. So be specific, be purposeful when you create your personal brand. And there's a lot of, I don't want to sidetrack on that, but
Branding is huge, 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 huge. And there's a couple of things. I think the last one you talked about authenticity. Your brand, at the beginning of your career, especially if you're a traditional carrier, I wore a suit every day to Nationwide. Carly can attest. I wore a suit every day for the first 5 years of my career. I was actually a little over formal for Nationwide, okay? Because I wanted to fit in. But little by little, I adopted a more authentic brand. At the beginning, it makes sense to dress up for the job you want. Then later on, there's something authentic. Now, it doesn't have to be red, Superman, and a top hat. Whatever you're most comfortable in, it has to be congruent. Your entire in-person and online persona, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on every platform, has to be congruent.
definitely. Number 4, be a lifelong learner. go for your CPC, figure out if you can get CCP, ARM, all the different, alphabet soup that you can look at, but figure out something that you want to do, and then don't necessarily only go for designations, also just seek to understand, seek to learn. Becoming a lifelong learner will make you invaluable.
100%. I spent the first 3 years of my insurance career taking a test every month. And that left me with CPCU and 9 other designations. That was a little too much. I learned a lot. And then I haven't taken a test since. CLU was the one that did me, and I got 2 tests in, and I was like, what am I doing in my life? Domain knowledge never goes out of style. The easiest way to get that domain knowledge early on is by academic learning about your side of the insurance industry.
Can I see from a show of hands who has a designation in insurance? Okay, so half the room, awesome, good for you.
So, by the way, this group is not representative of the industry. Only 10% of people in insurance, there's about 2 million people in insurance in the US, only 10% of them have a single designation, only 4% of them have CPCU. So be part of that 10%, be part of that 4%. It's the easiest way to grow early in your career.
Number 5 is seek out a mentor. And I'm shamelessly plug the Rise Mentorship Program. It goes every fall and spring, and it's free. If you don't have a mentorship program for a woman in your company that you can participate in, if you do, great, do that. If you don't, come to Rise and we'll pair you up. If you want to be a mentor, you want to be a mentee. I've had several mentors throughout my life. Katarina, our president of Rise, is also in the audience. She talks a lot about her experience with her mentors and the big impact that they have. You can do as much as you can do on your own, but if you get a hand up and a helping hand to teach you something that you can learn from other people's experiences, you will go further than you can on your own.
Okay. I believe that you need an internal mentor in your company and an external mentor elsewhere in the industry. Those, at least 2. You can have more, or at least 2, and they don't need to be formal. Although if you can find a formal mentoring program, whether internally, whether through Rise, whether through CCU, whether through any other organization, awesome. But also do informal mentors.
Definitely. Number 6 is view your career like a lattice, not like a ladder. You don't need to make a straight ascend up, and you don't need to be CEO tomorrow. What you need to look for is roles that fit the skills and the things that you like to do. Think about what you like to do, stay curious, and look for roles that can fit that. There's a lot of organizations. There's thousands of insurance organizations out there that have roles that you've never even heard of. So think about making your move more like a lattice instead of a ladder, and you'll have a more fulfilling career.
Carly, do you remember what I told you when you asked me, what are you doing all this education for back at Nationwide? What job I wanted? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so you had asked me 10 years ago, Tony, why are you doing all this education? What do you want to do? I want to be CEO of Nationwide. Okay, you asked me today, and I'll tell you, I want to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Like literally exactly what I'm doing right now until the day I die. I want to die at my desk. Or even better, at a conference. But the point is, my career did not go as planned. It went so much better. Okay? You just don't know right now. And it's not always straight up. And the other thing you talk about doing what you're good at, it took me a while to learn a lesson. I went to school for computer science and failed miserably because it turns out if you can't do math, you can't graduate from computer science. Then, early in my career, I kept applying to very analytical jobs because they pay better. Okay? Finally, because I couldn't sell ice to an Eskimo, finally, I talked my way into a financial program, financial leadership rotation program at Nationwide, and I failed horribly at it. Horribly failed. Okay? But what I did learn is focus on your strengths. Quite simply, my very ADHD brain can't do very structured things like math. But I am darn good at relationship management, sales, public speaking, that kind of thing, content creation. If I focus on those things, I'll win. Easiest way to find that out, Strengths Finders. Costs you $25 to buy the book, take the test. It'll put you on the right path to the job that you'll be good at.
Definitely. And our last tip for you is if you're looking to make a career move, do it the right way. So there's a lot of trends nowadays of people taking offers, then reneging and going back, taking counter offers, all these things, leaving a job and leaving their desk on fire. This is a small industry. You will meet people again. You will work with people at different companies you worked with before. You will be in different roles. People that you have met that are vendors will be your manager. People that are here are going to be there. You just can't ever burn a bridge. So if you're going to make a move and you've already looked at all your options inside, make sure you do it the right way. Give proper notice. Don't go back on your word. Be prepared for the counter offer and to understand what that means and know what you're making a move for. It's not just money, it's an opportunity, it's your career, it's your life. It's everything that you're going to do, 8 hours a day for every day of the week for the most part. And you're going to spend the majority of your time there. So just make sure that the people that you're leaving, you leave it the right way, and that when you make your move, that you do things the right way.
Holy, okay. So this one requires a 45-minute answer, which we don't have time right now. So look for it maybe end of next week on the Insurance Nerds YouTube channel. So subscribe today. But I will summarize it to never burn a bridge. Okay, so quick and simple, how do you make sure you don't burn a bridge? Number one, put your 2 week notice before you leave. Number two, a professional leaves everything tied up and in beautiful shape, not their desk on fire. Okay? I recently quit a Jacobs. I did not give notice. It was a special situation. Okay? But what I did do, my desk was in absolutely perfect shape. Everything had been handed off, and my boss just didn't know that I was leaving, basically. Do not leave your desk a mess. Okay? Negotiating. You are allowed 1 round of negotiation. Okay? But if you ask for 10% more salary, and they come back and give you that 10%, and then you ask for more vacation time, that recruiter hates you. Okay? You are allowed 1 round. Ask for it in the front. And do not ever renege on an accepted offer. Okay? That is a burnt bridge forever.
It's your word. So, just because we're not shaking hands, your word still means something in business, and that's your reputation.
So, yes, quite simply, you can say no to an offer up until you can get the interview process, get an offer, and just say no problem, all good. Why? Because then they can go to number 2 and make them the offer. Okay? But the moment you accept that job, they've told number 2, 3, and 4 that the job's been filled, and then a week later you renege. It's very hard, right? Long-time recruiter, nothing worse than having to go to number 2 and tell them, hey, by the way, that job was reopened, right? Because now they know they weren't your first choice. Okay? So you basically have to restart the process all over again. So never, ever renege on a second offer.
It's just because it's not just about you. There's a lot of other people, those people, everyone who made a lot of changes in the organization to get ready for you. What you can do instead is if you're not ready to say yes, you're waiting to hear back on another offer, don't let somebody pressure you into a yes, so that then you later renege. Let them know that you're still waiting to hear back, and make sure that when you commit, that you're ready to commit.
Do we still have time, or is it we're still starting? Okay. Any closing thoughts?
There's just a couple things. Is just if you're looking for advice, Tony and I are both happy to have conversations with you. Please do find us. Rise, you can join Rise for free, riseprofessionals.com. You can follow Insurance Nerds. You can subscribe to their YouTube. I mean, definitely use the resources that are out there. And excited to.
Getting on my calendar is extremely easy. Chatwithtony.com. It's existed for years. It'll be around until the day I die. And if it lets you book it, it's because I'm available. It's not limited. You can use it as many times as you want to. Believe me, you won't hold the record for the most times. Chatwithtony.com. It's free. So anyway.
So enjoy the conference. We're happy that you all are here, and we are happy to now bring up Michelle.
Michelle from Fincher. I cannot remember your last name.
What we do is we help individual insurance acts that are at data inflection points. And what that really means is we help insurance acts with APIs, recommendation engines, and we end up doing a lot of policy admin system buying and building decision making. So we help a lot of MGAs, digital brokers, and wholesalers. So those are really our target market. And one of the reasons that all this started is because I worked at a large carrier for 8 years on the tax side of the house at a large carrier, and then I went and I worked for a startup within a larger organization. And there, I loved what I did. I helped companies like Next, Vouch, Kin, only possible, and I helped them with customer journey, full time, and servicing the policies. But then what really happened is the large carrier took over, and I didn't have autonomy, and I wasn't able to make decisions very quickly. And so what I noticed is that I was ready for a new job. And when I went for a new job, what I ended up doing is what most of you in the room do, is you would tell a few close friends, maybe your network, and then you would go to Indeed.com, you go to some sort of job site. And what ended up happening is I would type in the word insurtech, and I would get maybe a few jobs, a few individual insurtechs actually pull back. And one of the reasons is because it has to do about the meta tagging of the description. And so I thought, well, this is dumb. And so I thought, well, let's go ahead and let's build a job board. And so what I ended up doing is I created my own consulting firm, and this is where we help individual MGAs and insurtechs. But I knew I still had this desire to build this job board. And so what we ended up doing is, one of the reasons why I did this is there's a lot of people who are leaving insurance for insurance tech, and they don't know the exact job title that they're going for. So people, you're going from a developer to an associate developer to developer to senior developer, you can look for those sort of job titles. But if you're looking for the job, and there's people in this room who have, I spent a couple years at an agency, I have a little bit of ops experience, I have a little bit of sales experience, and what we're saying is, you don't have to know the exact job title. If you're willing to roll your sleeves and show real value and function to the insurtech, you're needed in this industry, and we want diverse talent. We want people from the insurance industry. We want people to stay in the insurtech. And so we created this job board, which more or less creates individual insurtechs postings every single day. So it's very fresh, and this is coming soon. It will be out in the next couple of weeks, but we go ahead and have a QR code where you can go ahead and be signed up so you can receive notifications on this. But not only do we just go ahead and collate all the jobs for you so you can see them all in one place, so you can see all the individual job postings, but then you can go ahead and Tony was just telling me this before, and he's saying, you're like the OK Cupid for, I'm not kidding, he was literally trying to compare a job board site to Tinder, and there was a little bit of flushing in my face, and I was like, I did not think I was going to be talking about Tinder on stage today, but that's okay. So really where I was going with this is we match you to individual jobs. We build it's a recommendation engine. And so what we do is we source the jobs for you, and you tell us if you're interested in hybrid or remote or in office, and you tell us if you want salary requirements. You can go to the job board and just look at the individual careers without creating a profile at all for free, of course. But if you want to go ahead and create that profile, we will match the jobs. So maybe you don't need a job today, but maybe in the future you go ahead and create a profile and we source jobs for you, and you're made aware of them. So when you do want that next role, that next opportunity, if you are that unicorn opportunity for a company, then you're notified and made aware of that when it's happening. Because what's worse than, you go to Indeed.com, and then after that, when I went and I typed in insurtech, and then after that I had to go to the Next, and I went to all these websites, I went to all these different insurtechs, and I had to go to their career page. But I didn't know if it had been updated in the last 2 weeks or 30 days. I didn't know when it was last updated. And so this is really just collating all that information for you. And what I have somebody doing there in the demo in the background is just more or less being able to type in, filter on specific jobs, and then it will take you directly to their site. So it just kind of pulls it back. You tell us you're interested in a job that has to do, I think this one was specifically for Python, and it took you to an EMC job since there was a time to let us share the same things again. And really, we just believe in helping the insurtech ecosystem and really being a partner. So we're definitely willing to talk more about this, but we really just created this for
Hey, good morning, ITC. So it is Wednesday morning, I think about 7 a.m. Pacific, and less right now. But here I am on the bridge, on the Mandalay Bay stores that connect Mandalay Bay with Luxor, where a lot of us are staying. And at 7 a.m., well, a few moments ago, it was just a sea of ITC people who are staying at Luxor, heading back to the floor. The expo hall opens today. I'm not sure what time, but I'll definitely be walking the whole thing, doing some interviews like I did last year. Holy crap! It's been a fantastic ITC. So I cannot believe. On one hand, I cannot believe it's only Wednesday morning. On the other hand, it feels like I've been here for a week in a very, very good way. What I mean by that is just it's already been such a fantastic ITC that I feel like I've already been here for like a week and a half, basically. And I'm less tired than last year because this year I came in on Monday, not on Sunday. And I did get a good 4 hours of sleep yesterday, so I am rather functional right now. But anyway, it has been a really awesome ITC thus far. Again, the expo hall opens today, so I will be touring that. So what about you? What's been your favorite part of ITC this year? What should we do different? When I say we, I'm not a part of ITC. I am at heart, but I'm not a part of ITC in any way. Although this year we are a marketing partner. So what do you think? What have you loved most about ITC this year? And what would you like us to do? What would you like ITC to improve for next year? Comment below. Hey, this is Tony. Wednesday morning. So by the expo hall. The expo hall, it's 8:15 a.m. and for now it's only if you have a booth, but it opens at 9 a.m. Am I the only nerd that gets redonkulously excited for the expo hall at ITC? Like every other conference, I hate the expo hall. ITC, I love the expo hall. I don't know why, I just do. So anyway, countdown, T-minus 45 minutes before I can get into the expo hall at ITC. Hey, so it's 9:27 a.m. The expo hall opened at 9. Of course, in a surprise to no one, ADHD, sleep-deprived Tony got distracted chatting with people for the last hour, and I'm coming into the hall 27 minutes late, but you know, it is what it is. So, we're on a different floor from last year, so I don't know if the expo hall this year is as large as it was last year, but it kind of appears that it is. Special, okay, absolutely. Okay, how's it going? Awesome, Tony, nice to meet you. So I'm a big fan of Ball Penguin. I have to say, the fact that somebody, and I would love to know who, I need a selfie with this person. The fact that somebody drove the camper from Columbus, Ohio, to Las Vegas, Nevada, and if I understand correctly, you guys stopped in several places.
Yes, so we've been around the country.
So tell me about the trip.
Yeah, started in Philadelphia, working our way west, all the way from Texas up to the California coast, and then landed in Vegas for ITC.
Okay, so what's the idea of the road trip?
Get out on the road, meet our customers. I think with COVID, there's been obviously
oh my God, yeah.
Obviously, getting to interact on a more personal basis. Obviously, the flair, the Bull Penguin, RV, being able to meet our customers where they are. I think that's what is really important. To get out to them, get on the road, be able to see them, be visible. I think that's been missing for a couple of years.
Oh my God, yes. So by our customers, do you mean agents or do you mean carriers?
Yeah, Bull Penguin supports the whole commercial ecosystem. So when we think about carriers, a big part of our distribution strategy. Our agents are, partnerships are really, really important. We also focus on the insurance adjacent space. So anybody that really touches a small business owner, we can power a solution to help them.
Okay, so for the viewers, check out the couple of episodes of Profits and Risks that we've had Ilya on. Although it's been like 3 years, so it's been like 4 years since we had Ilya. Ilya was one of our first guests at Profits and Risks. And now we have 370 episodes. So like OG for real.
I watch your episodes all the time.
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
Fantastic. So is this the same RV that I have tailgated OSU games in.
This is the one. Yeah, that's how it started.
You guys just repainted it?
Ilya is a big tailgate person, so
Okay.
that's how this this whole event started.
But hold on, you guys are on the road and it's football season.
Yep, we're continuing to be on the road. So if you're watching this and you want the Bold Women RV to come to you, give us a shout out and we'll make it a possibility.
Okay, so what if they're OSU fans and they want to tailgate in the RV? We have to wait till next season?
I'm not sure where it's going to be for these
Okay.
upcoming games, but we can certainly keep that in mind.
Hey, Ilya, we need a second RV. We need one to travel the country and one to be parked for OSU tailgating. You know this is the case. Come on. Jim,
Tony.
very good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So hey, this is Tony right in front of the Bull Penguin band that I just chatted with, and this is Chris I've never even Chris Cheatham. So Chris, you've been a Bull Penguin for how long now?
Like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Okay. So what I'm really curious about is after publicly breaking up with InsurTech,
Yeah.
and then the song by Amber Willett,
Yeah.
the fact that you guys ended up working together for like 2 or 3
it's
years,
so weird.
It it makes my heart smile
Yeah, it
so
was
much.
hilarious. Yeah.
I'm guessing you guys ended up being good friends.
Yeah.
So my question is, have you unbroken up with InsurTech basically? Like, are you two back together?
So, okay, real quick, because I have thought about this. Like, I was right in that InsurTech became a thing that it was not, which was everyone thought it was a hugely disruptive thing. Like, they pretended it was. Like, it was going to change insurance.
I think a lot of the early InsurTech 1.0, a lot of the people that did not know a word about insurance, they were at the Tech Hammer looking for an insurance.
Yeah.
They thought that they really were. Like I had venture capitalists buy me dinner in 2015 and 2014 and say we're gonna put State Farm out of business in 5 years.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking
and I
about.
think they did think that, right?
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So I agree
that's
with
what I broke up with, was like this weird, and it became a weird thing, right? And so no, I'm not broken up with InsurTech. Like, I'm really excited about 2.0. And talking to a lot of people that are doing stuff there, and Bold Penguin's partnering with those people. Like, shout out PathPoint, they're doing awesome stuff. So yeah, I am broken up, but I'll still talk to InsurTech.
Okay.
Here and there.
So you're kind of like my parents. My parents dated for 15 years, got married, had me, got divorced 3 years later, and then dated for another 15.
That is really confusing.
So you're on the second stage in the dating again but not getting married.
Sure, I am so confused. That was the most confusing analogy I've ever heard.
That was a great explanation of the disruption piece.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, man.
Hey, this is Tony. We're right in front of the Bold Penguin, not the lounge, but the RV, which they drove all the way to from Columbus, Ohio. And I'm here with the Curtis. I don't think Curtis needs a last name. I think we're really at the Matteo Carbone level, where the Curtis Goldsmith, right? Goldsboro. See, he doesn't need a last name. Curtis. Okay. Curtis, the InsurTech rapper. So there's now been 3 InsurTech raps, right?
There's 3. Yep.
3 InsurTech raps. They're all available on YouTube. I'll include the links. So Curtis, yesterday at the Benekiva
Claims
Transformation, was that your first live performance ever?
First ever live performance.
Amazing. Right here at ITC 2022. I was so sad that my panel about Insure Talent was at the same time.
Yeah,
so
unfortunate.
So Bobby and Brent both promised me that this was going to be video recorded, so I will see it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to share that video somehow. So Curtis, so how was doing it live?
It was pretty electric, I'm not gonna lie. Like, people were into it, the room was absolutely bumping. It was a really good time.
Okay, so the concert the last day, right? So last year Ludacris, which I got pronounced. A few years ago Salt and Pepper. There's one there that I'm missing because I wasn't here for. This year UB40, I'm so excited. Red Wine. Are you staying through to the concert day?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
100%.
Red Wine. Okay, so word on the street. Rumor is, so I think, Caribou, pay attention. I think that next year it's Imagine Dragons. But word on the street is that next year it's the Curtis. Can you confirm, deny, no comment? Still in negotiations?
I can't make any comment right now. We're gonna have to see what we can make happen.
Okay, awesome. We would love to see that happen. Thank you, Curtis. Hey, back from the expo hall. right next to the hydration station. And special thanks to Cape. Yeah, go ahead, please. Special thanks to Cape because their nice little water bottle swag finally hooked me up with a water bottle with a really cool risk management device to keep me from losing it like I lose everything in my life. So I literally have it hanging from my belt. Sorry. So special thanks to Cape for finally hooking me up with a water bottle that I am unlikely to lose at least before Friday. So I am at the Cape Analytics table or booth right by the entrance. So I don't remember if I chatted with you guys last year. If we did like a short interview.
I would have remembered if you were.
I was. So first of all, most important, I want to thank you guys for my little water bottle.
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Happy to provide.
Thank you so much. And I love the risk management device attached to it so that I don't lose it.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll make it to Friday. Okay, so come grab a Cape Analytics water bottle. It's very nice. So real quick, like the elevator pitch, what is Cape Analytics?
We're a property intelligence company, so we ingest various third-party data sources, aerial imagery, and our goal is to be able to tell you everything there is to know about any residential or commercial property in the U.S.
Anything there is to know.
That's right.
Okay, so I would like to know the home that I'm looking at insuring. I would like to know if they run a small under the table babysitting business. Can you tell me that?
That no.
Okay.
But,
so not any. Okay. So what can you guys tell me about
the
it?
goal is to tell you everything. So a lot of our data is used within property underwriting and rating and inspection work.
So can you tell me when the roof was replaced?
Yes.
Okay, that's big. People don't know if they just bought the house.
We partner with imagery providers that
love it.
Fly over periodically, and we can tell you whether or not the roof is in good condition. We can tell you the square footage, whether there's debris in the lots, whether the homeowner has a pool. If they have a pool, when they put it in, does it have a slide? Does it have a diving board? Does it have a trampoline? So various sort of aerial-based perspectives on what are the different risks and hazards.
Hasn't ISO been offering this for like 40 years?
Not from an aerial imagery.
Okay.
So we're getting quote-unquote ground truth data.
Ground truth.
High resolution and actionable and recent, most importantly.
Love it.
Oftentimes we'll run a carrier portfolio and compare to the data that they have, right?
Okay.
And we'll find, hey, here's 5,000 pools you didn't know about.
5,000 pools you didn't know. Oh my God, that is the
Between-
best line ever. Hey, you do a lot of insurance in California, in Florida, and Texas. You have 450 pools in your book that you are not charging for.
Yeah, especially after COVID, we saw a pretty big spike in number of calls.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, awesome. So you are here to meet property carriers.
Property carriers.
Okay, and what's the booth number?
1245 or what are we?
Okay.
25.
It's right by the entrance. You come in. You come in. You take a right at the Bald Penguin RV. You grab a Cape Analytics water bottle, and you come in and talk to Jimmy about Cape. Thank you, Jimmy.
All right, thanks, Tony.
So we've gone by Bald Penguin, we've gone by Cape Analytics. So it's been an hour. I'm making it just to kind of the third place. So here is the meeting pod check-in. So if you signed up to do a meeting in the meeting space, this is where you show up, and they show you how to get your meeting. So kind of cool. Okay. Hey, I'm here with Kevin Moon of Invoice Cloud. Kevin, what is Invoice Cloud?
Thanks, Tony. Hey, Invoice Cloud is a policyholder engagement and digital payment solution. We help and work with over 200 insurance carriers to drive electronic payment adoption and paperless billing, which really helps carriers reduce late payments, improve policyholder satisfaction, and generally reduce any manual work required with collecting premium.
That was so detailed, I don't actually have questions. I guess my only question, are you guys focused on P&C, health, life, or all of them?
All of them. We work with all different lines of business, P&C, life, health, workers' compensation, and yeah, we work with over 200 carriers in all those different lines of business.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for. Oh, what's the booth number today?
The booth number is 2415.
Okay.
2415.
Perfect. So payment solution, any type of carrier.
Yep.
Come talk to Invoice Cloud at 2415. Thank you. Hey, so I'm here with Jennifer, with Adam, and that's Adam with 2 T's, right? Jennifer, what is Adam?
So we power premium property data that fuels various industries like insurance, mortgage, real estate. As you can see, this is a table of data elements.
The nerd in me absolutely loves that, by the way.
Everyone loves the table of elements.
Yes.
So it kind of, in a snapshot, showcases all the various data sets that we provide and resource. Kind of like your one-stop data shop for premium property data, like portfolio monitoring, risk analysis, you name it, we got it.
Normally I have questions. This was fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so much. And this is booth number 2416. So booth number 2416. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Adam, right? This is powering innovation with premium property data. This is the Adam with 2 T's table of contents, which tells you the whole bunch of things that Adam, all the data, climate change risks, okay? All the data that Adam can hook you up with, basically. This might be my favorite ITC booth ever.
I think we say that to everyone.
Hey, so I'm here at the Expo Hall with Tom, who represents Salesforce for InsurTechs. Tom, I think everybody knows what Salesforce is. Why should InsurTechs use Salesforce as their CRM?
Well, we're working with a lot of insurers to help them do everything from managing the distribution to doing policy admin, doing claims.
Policy admin?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we're hardcore insurance there. And the
Oh,
whole
wow.
idea here is you need a system that is flexible, that you can change very quickly, and you can do projects in like 9 to 12 week segments.
Oh, wow.
So that you can get value immediately.
Okay, and also then you have an excuse to go to Dreamforge, which is like 10 times the size of ITC, like 15 times.
Dreamforce is this week, so it's very hard making the choice, Dreamforce or ITC.
Is it here in Vegas?
No, it's in San Francisco.
In San Francisco? Is it always San Francisco?
Always San Francisco.
Oh, okay. You poor guy. They sent you to ITC instead of. So like the one person here that is like, damn it, I drew the short.
I love coming to ITC.
ITC is amazing, but what is it, like 150,000 people at
It's
Dreamforce?
like 50,000 people taking over San Francisco.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Okay. By the way, so I run my own little recruiting shop. It's part of the Goodwin recruiting franchise. They don't call themselves a franchise, but it's something like a franchise model. We use Salesforce as our CRM. And I've been with the company for 2 months, 10 weeks. I have been so blown away by the amazing technology. And Salesforce is the center of that. The first time that my Zoom phone number rang and my computer identified who it was and opened their profile in my Salesforce, I don't think I even answered the call. I had to pick up my jaw, right? And by the time I figured out what to do, I was so freaking impressed that I don't think I actually picked up the call. So anyway, a well-implemented Salesforce. Now, be careful. There is such a thing as a badly implemented Salesforce. I've used those, but a well-implemented Salesforce, there's just no CRM like it. So thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you for everything you guys do. Hey, I'm here with Rob Morton of Shift. Rob, what is Shift?
Shift is a software company. We do SaaS, software as a service, that's really designed to help insurers make better decisions across both the policy lifecycle and the claims process.
Okay, better decisions.
Better decisions.
Okay, tell me a little more.
Okay, so if we break it down, we help out in a number of different areas. So we do underwriting risk detection.
Okay.
We do claims fraud detection.
There we go. That's what they were telling me. Okay.
We do subrogation detection.
Oh, okay.
And it's all about looking at the data that the insurer is providing us, bringing in some third-party data, depending on where that comes from, and analyzing either those claims or the policy itself to see where there may be areas of risk. Is the claim suspicious or not, or is it clean and can it be straight through processed? So that's really when we talk about intelligent decisions and insurance decisions, that's really what we're talking about.
Fantastic.
Really helping an insurer get the most out of what they're doing.
Thank you. And you guys are at booth 2423.
We are at booth 2423.
So booth 2423. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
I'm here with Jeremy from Novidia. Jeremy, what is Novidia?
Sure. Novidia is a agency management system that is built on Salesforce. We work with agencies, retailers, MGAs, MGUs, wholesalers, and we build custom solutions for every one of these customers that we have. We work with some of the top 100 global brokers around the world, so Aon, Marsh, Hyperion.
Oh, wow.
Arthur J. Gallagher, we just signed a global contract with them.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so agencies typically come to Novidia because they're looking for customization, reporting capabilities, automation, and then open API architecture. It's probably our biggest selling point to agencies.
So, quite simply, all you need to hear, AMS, built on Salesforce, customized, open API. I think that is more than enough. Check out the website. If you are at ITC, they are at booth 2422. Check out the website. What's the website? Do you know what?
NovidiaSoft.com.
NovidiaSoft.com. Nobody likes the traditional AMS systems. I've never met anybody that likes them. Check out Novidia. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Tony Kines from the Expo Hall, where this year at ITC, we have a puppy lounge. I repeat, at ITC this year, 2022, a puppy lounge. It's the first year that they've done this. So do me a favor. Number one, don't miss out. Make sure you walk far enough to make it to the puppy lounge. And number two, immediately email or LinkedIn or tweet Caribou and tell him that we demand for the rest of the history of ITC, we need a puppy lounge every year. So hey, I'm here with EJ from Daiichi Life and with Nicholas from Optimity. So Optimity is treating us to a juice bar this year, which thus far is the second coolest thing I've seen at ITC.
What is the first?
The freaking puppy lounge.
Yes, actually you got one.
The freaking puppy lounge.
There's like 10 puppies.
Go play with a baby mastiff, and then get home with an adopted baby mastiff, and immediately get divorced. Basically, it's gonna happen to me when I get home with an adopted baby. I'm not married, but she will leave me when I show up at home with an adopted baby mastiff in our 14-story apartment, and promise her that it's not gonna grow beyond like 15 pounds, and then like a year later it's like 200 pounds. Yeah, but they're super cute. So anyway, Optimity, thank you for the juice bar this year. What is Optimity?
We're a digital engagement platform for health and financial wellness. So we help reward people for building healthy habits, and we influence basically positive health change.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the juice bar.
Yes.
Hey, in the Expo Hall this year, we have a coffee bar courtesy of Cover Genius. I was looking for a Cover Genius person to give the pitch for Cover Genius, but I don't think they're here. So anyway, thank you so much, Cover Genius, for the coffee bar. Hey, Tony back from the Expo, and I'm here with Shira from Attidot. So Shira, what is Attidot?
So Attidot is an AI predictive analytics platform, and we work with life insurance carriers to help them understand customer behavior, drive insights, and turn them into premiums throughout their life journey.
Okay, so I'm a PNC guy. So when it comes to life, I took CLU 1, and I was halfway through CLU 2 when I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not a life guy. I threw the book away. I was done with it. So I know very little about life. I know a lot of PNC. So I'm just curious. Okay, so on the life side, what can this kind of analytics do for a life company?
Mm-hmm. So what happens right now is that once a carrier issues a policy, they usually don't have any access to the policyholder. Now the policyholder can issue a policy at some point. Let's say he's 30 and he's married and he has one child, but then years later he needs a totally different kind of product.
Yes.
But the broker or the agent doesn't care about them anymore.
They already got the commission, and the renewals are very low in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they're done. And so first of all, there's a big issue of orphan policies that have no.
By the way, this is I'm gonna pause you right there. Life companies, please stop recruiting people to sell life insurance and then have a 4% survival rate for year 1 and a 1% survival rate for for year 5, because what you're doing is every one of those kids, anybody younger than me, any one of those kids that fails and leaves orphan policies behind goes on to tell a few hundred of their closest friends to never work in insurance. And you're ruining it for all of us. Please, let's figure out a better way to sell life. It's something I'm really close to my heart. Okay, so what happened? How can you guys help with orphan policies?
So we have access to the orphan policies, depending on the carrier, and then we launch campaigns through the carrier with our insights. So let's say we spot that nobody's handling your policy anymore. They've abandoned you. Your agent have been abandoned you like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And now you know you need a totally different policy, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because now you have more kids, you move to a different neighborhood, you have a better job, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we know how to trigger a whole campaign and a nurturing loop around approaching you.
Nurturing loop, okay.
Yes, approaching you through the CRM systems and texting you, sending you emails, sending you, maybe calling you if you have captive agents, and reaching out to the customers, really closing the loop on that customer engagement.
So let me see if I'm understanding. Okay, so I, let's say, bought a $100,000 term life policy in college because somebody sold it to me, right? Okay. And now I'm 39 and a half, I'm married, I'm not married, I don't have kids, but I'm married, I have kids, I have a mortgage, I'm the main income earner in my household. Now I really need a $500,000 policy, an $800,000 policy if I die tomorrow, so that my family can continue their lifestyle.
Or you want to have like a cashback opportunity, or you want to be able to leverage on your...
Generally, not. I'm not a big believer in the cash building, but let's not get into that.
Okay.
But basically,
there are other advantages, like it's building an asset. Whatever. I'm not in the. I'm not sending life.
We can have that conversation in a full podcast episode, but this is too short.
Okay.
Or when we stop recording, we'll have this conversation. Okay. But so basically, your Attidot can help my life insurance company.
First of all, spot you as a
find
potential.
me, and fairly automatically
yes.
re-engage me for the right policy for me today.
Exactly.
Which is a win-win.
Exactly.
For both the life insurance company and for me.
And that is very important.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so you guys are, I can't see that.
It's 2158.
Sorry.
2158.
So booth 2158. Check him out. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. That was so great.
I'm here with Sandeep at the WNS booth. Sandeep, what is WNS?
Well, we are a global business process management firm, and we do basically 3 things. Process management operations, we do deep analytics, and digital transformation for insurance carriers.
Okay, and globally?
Globally, yeah. Okay. So if you look at our portfolio, roughly about 30% of our revenue is from the US market. And we got about 35% from UK and Europe, and the others from Asia Pac, primarily Australia.
Okay, awesome.
Truly global.
And when you say insurance, do you mean P&C, life and health? Or one?
So, great question. Our portfolio is segregated into 3. We actually do anything and everything to do with insurance.
Okay, perfect.
Right, so life and annuities, group and voluntary benefits or employee benefits, and general insurance in Europe and UK are P&C here in the US. So we do it all.
Awesome. Or what we would call non-life outside of the US.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, and the booth number is 2159. 2159. Come see Sandeep and the team. Hey, so I am with Lisa Wardrow of
McKinsey Intelligence.
McKinsey Intelligence, what?
Services.
McKinsey Intelligence Services. We actually met on the plane. I was recording the
Be careful who you're recording videos with in the Atlantic.
I was recording. So what I always do when I'm heading to a conference, I'm in front of the sign that says Delta Las Vegas, and I'm saying ITC. She was nice enough to wait for me to finish recording, and she comes over and says, "Hey, you're going to ITC," and we start chatting. And then I promised that we would do a quick interview, which I'm 36 hours late to, 48 hours
but
late.
Technically, this is day 1 of
Technically,
ITC,
exactly.
even though we've been here since
Exactly.
Monday.
For the people that have never done ITC, Okay, ITC theoretically is 2 days long. ITC in reality is about 186 days long. ITC is basically a whole week.
Not to mention the steps we're all getting.
Exactly. So I get 600 steps on a normal day. I got 19,000.
I was
yesterday,
gonna say we're breaking 20,000. I'm technically healthy.
My legs were shaking as I was laying down trying to fall asleep. The muscles are like, what are you doing? Like, this is not something we're used to. Okay. So ITC in reality is a whole week. Basically, the real fanatics coming on Sunday. I did that last year. I didn't do it this year. And the real fanatics stay through Friday. Okay. So
before, during, and after parties.
exactly. So here's the real tip. Okay. I learned this the hard way. Okay. So last year I was on an expense account. This year it's tax deductible, but it's not on an expense account, right? So I got a much cheaper hotel. And last year I had a room through Friday, like through Friday morning, right? And I went to the Lucas concert, and I didn't make it to my room until like 4 a.m. to pick up my bags for a 6 a.m. flight kind of thing. So this year I didn't even book a hotel.
You're
for
like,
Thursday.
forget it. I'm just gonna stay out all night.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's called the experience tip.
Thursday morning, I grab my stuff and leave it with the bellhop. I do the day. I do the UB40 red wine concert,
Oh yes,
which I'm
red
excited
wine.
about.
That's taking me back to high school, man.
Exactly. I love red wine. Then do the bars until I can't find anybody else. Once I can't find anybody else, grab my bag, head to the airport, fall asleep on the plane.
That's the tip.
Okay. So Lisa, what is Mackenzie Intelligence Services?
It is an intelligence service company where we take lots of forms of geospatial location services, all forms of data. We create an intelligence grid. We then combine that with your policy in force and return event-based intelligence for your portfolio. We currently have the Lloyd's of London contract and some other very large insurance carriers. Super fun.
Ooh, that's fantastic. By the way, I've been to London. I've never been to Lloyd's. Okay. I had a bucket list item in 2020, so it didn't happen in 2020. In 2020, I had a bucket list item. My one goal for 2020 was to get the opportunity to speak at Lloyd's.
Okay.
I promised to dress up properly.
Yeah.
I promise.
I mean, the jacket's quite nice, but we may have to, lose the hat.
But if you're not allowed to wear brown in town, I don't know if red's gonna cut it. It's okay. I will wear my bespoke suit with a tie. I don't know. I have to buy.
We could probably get you in the Lloyd's lap.
Perfect.
And you do have to have, just for all the listeners out there, you cannot just show up to Lloyd's. you have to have an advance. It's very secure driven.
So Lloyd's Lab, really cool. But I will need a tour of the actual city, of the actual building, right? Perfect.
Okay.
Yes, I'd love to speak at Lloyd's Lab.
Sounds great.
I promise to wear my suit. If I have to buy a white shirt, I don't even own a white shirt. But if I have to buy one, I will. And I'll wear a tie. I won't wear the hat. The hair will still be long because the hair is not part of the hat. It's part of me. But I'll tie it up as best I can.
Love it.
Okay?
Let's do it. Let's do Lloyd's.
Let's figure out a way to do this.
Take Lloyd's.
Let's figure out a way to do this. Thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a really fun one.
I like the tip.
A really fun one. So for those of you that are here at ITC, you still have time to come by K35 in the expo hall. Basically,
That's right.
Go in, go left, over
all the way down.
All
Find
the
the Alchemy crew and find K35.
Perfect. So come to K35 to learn about Mackenzie Intelligence Services. And if you're watching this after ITC, or if you're watching this without being at ITC, what is the website?
www.mackenziesintelligenceservices.uk.co.
Perfect. And what are you doing not at ITC?
Get here.
2023, see you at ITC. Good morning, ITC. It is through Friday. That's a new day that I'm coining. It's through Friday of ITC. Through Friday is spelled THUFRIDAY, and I'm defining it starting today. I'm coining the phrase, defining it as when you wake up Thursday morning to do the last day of ITC, and you pretty much go straight until you get on your plane Friday, hopefully in the morning, to get home. So happy to Friday of ITC. The conference has been ridiculously amazing for me in many ways. And today I will be focused on working the expo floor. Yesterday I only made it like 20% of the way to the expo floor, so I have a lot of room to make up today. So if you want to chat with me, if you want a selfie or whatever, if you want to chat talent, if you want to chat any other topic, if you want to be interviewed for the ITC Video Diaries, find me. I'll be wearing my top hat, and today I am all ears with my Baby Yoda shirt. I have one question though. How are you going to make the most of the last day and a half? How are you going to make the most of the last day of ITC 2022? Comment below. Thank you. And that's what it's for. How freaking cool is that? Hashtag ITC 2022. Where are you at? So yesterday we had baby English Mastiffs. Today we have Chihuahuas, including, come on dude, make an appearance, including a fussy Chihuahua. I have never seen a fussy Chihuahua. Hello. Back from the floor today. I have Sean Cummings, VP of Sales at Expert.ai. Sean, what is Expert.ai?
So Expert AI is a NLP technology that takes unstructured documents that are complex and turns them from language into data and insights so that adjudicators and underwriters can better do their jobs more efficiently, reduce manual review time, and save leakage as well.
Okay, MLT, so machine learning.
Machine learning.
Okay, machine learning. What does it do?
So it's the technology. It's a composite AI. So it combines symbolic AI, which is very basic rules writing, with learning-based machine learning approaches. So you combine them both, and you get optimal results. Human feedback in the loop allows you to improve your accuracy, precision, recall, and F-measure stats.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome. And it's the last day of the expo, so we don't need to say the number. So for those watching after ITC, is the website expert.ai?
Yes, it is.
Okay, awesome. So check out expert.ai. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Hey, this is Tony back from the expo floor, and I am with John at Verikai.
Hello.
John, what is Verikai?
So Verikai is an advanced machine learning platform that leverages behavioral data to inform underwriting outcomes.
Okay, hold on. Behavioral data. Okay, and are we talking life, P&C, health, all of them?
Yeah, so we have a number of different lines of coverage that we're working in. We started in health insurance, moved into P&C, auto, home, and a number of others that we're currently considering, like life, cyber, and a few others. So
okay, so behavioral for P&C.
Yes.
What can you do for me if I'm a P&C carrier?
Yeah, so the behavioral aspects of what we are able to pull into our data set and really what we're able to provide in terms of insights allow us to understand who an individual is, how they're operating on a daily basis, how they're conducting.
I feel loved.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So we are helping the industry better price risk and better understand what the best and worst performing segments of their population look like so that they can make more informed decisions moving forward.
Okay, and since it is the last day of the expo, I won't give you a booth number, but rather, what's the website? Is it verikai.com?
Verikai.com.
Verikai.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. I am here with Tony. I'm Tony. I am here with Tommy.
That's right.
From Planer. I am Tony, not from Planer. This is hard. Okay, so number one, my God, the Mohawk. Dude, my God. Beyond amazing. What is Planer?
All right, yeah, so we give the easiest and scalable way to create a 3D model of your space. It can be done to anybody, whether you're a good guy, somebody in the field, or the insurer, the policyholder. Carriers can easily enable themselves by sending a link to them, quickly go through, use our apps, take a few photos, and then we generate a robust array of 3D models, assets, pro reports, and all that bundles into some of the big players in the game like Exact, CoreLogic, Guidewire, you name it, and also there's a big set of APIs that can also be utilized.
Okay, so is it 3D model for underwriting? Is it for claims? What is it for?
Primary business is post claims. So
Post-
what you'll have is
post claims.
Yeah, so not post claims. You could basically say during the claim.
Okay, so claims mostly.
Claims.
Okay.
And then about 10% of the business is in underwriting.
Okay.
We use a lot of AI, material identification. So for the underwriting piece, you can identify risk associated with a home. And then for the claim piece, you capture damage. We bubble that information into the 3D models, and then you can deliver an estimate virtually.
Okay, and since this is the last day of ITC, so I don't want to give you a booth number because this goes live tomorrow. So how can people find out more about Planner after ITC? Is it planner.com?
Online, yeah, it's planner.ai.
So PLNAR because tech.ai.
That's right.
PLNAR.ai. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, back from the expo floor. I'm here with Daniel Fogarty, the CEO, founder and CEO of Ivari. What is Ivari?
So Ivari is a full policy administration rate quote bind in the cloud. And we've done this in a very different way to make sure that insurers and MGAs can use all that great data they have.
Okay, is it focused on life insurance, property casualty, or non-life health, or all of them?
Yeah, my background, I was the CEO for Zurich Insurance for Australia and New Zealand, so we're P&C first, but we're doing life and health as well. So we've made a completely configurable platform, so it's easy for insurers and MGAs to create their products, and the great thing is use lots of data so that they can bring the benefit of that data to their customers as well as to their underwriting processes, so that customers, brokers, agents get what they want, but insurers also are able to sell it well to their customers.
Fantastic. So since it's the last day of ITC, I won't share your booth number, but what is the website? Is it Ivari.com?
Yeah, so it's Ivari, so you can just see it there, EVARI .tech.
.tech. T-E-C.
T-E-C-H.
I've seen a lot of .ai, but I have not seen a lot of .tech.
T-E-C-H.
Okay, Ivari.
So it's Ivari Technology.
Ivari.tech.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Hey, I'm at the expo floor and I'm with Chandler with PackSafe. Chandler, what is PackSafe?
So PackSafe is a supply chain risk management platform. We specialize in digital temperature management, supply chain risk, making sure deliveries are on time and in full. And we also have prediction engines. So when a shipment is going to arrive on time, predicted time of arrival, applicable to cargo insurance and cargo delay insurance.
Excellent. So I'm guessing you're here to meet marine carriers, basically?
Marine carriers, it doesn't necessarily need to be marine, though. It could be anybody.
Okay.
It's doing cargo or cargo delay.
Okay. And since you don't have a booth, it's the last day, what is the website?
www.packsafe.com, and that's P-A-X-A-F-E.
P-A-X-A-F-E.com.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Chandler. Hey, Tony back from the floor, and I am here with Tyler from Array. Tyler, what is Array?
Array is a Series B fintech company working in the insurance space to provide a handful of customer experiences that we embed right into our partners' environment. One around credit, a very engaging experience where customers can log in, check their credit, understand what they can do to improve, and understand their score more comprehensively. An identity theft solution that better protects their dark web and their sort of data and identity that's unseen. And then we have a back-end data layer that helps our partners make better business decisions with a richer sort of consumer credit data set.
Okay. So you guys are here to meet who? What are the clients or prospects, or we're doing carriers, or who are you looking to partner with?
We're talking carriers, anybody that wants to have a deeper, more sticky relationship with their customer base today.
P&C carriers, life carriers, health carriers, all three?
The former two, life and P&C, is where we're sort of cutting our teeth today. We come from the sort of banking and lending space. We have about 175 clients live today in those two industries. and insurance is our next market up. So
Awesome.
we're excited to be here.
My friend, you are a ray of sunshine. By the way, he's standing on a crate.
A platform, yeah.
On a platform, yeah. We're actually about the same height.
That's right.
Standing on a platform. Plus, with the top hat, you really can't tell.
You can't tell.
Right?
It's just all the angle. It's just camera work.
Exactly. Fancy camera work.
About the same size as Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are not here, who were here last year, in 2021, I was running around with just a gimbal. In 2022, I have a whole crew, and we're able to do this effect.
Yep. It's special effects. Baby.
Exactly. So it could be that, or it could be that I'm 5'7" and you're 6'4".
4. Nailed it. Yeah.
They suggested that we switch hats, which would make him 7 foot tall and would make me look invisible, and it would be impossible to have us both in the shot. It's fine. Okay. Hold on. Come build your own Lego minifigure. Okay. Thanks, Smarty.
It's top tier.
And
It's high level stuff, but it's
okay.
much lower cost, but it's much better.
Hold on for a second. Okay. And here's where it gets super cool.
Just because our packages are a lot.
Hold on. Move the hand out of the way. Okay. Awesome. Okay. That is fantastic. Okay. And now, hey, Tony back from the floor, and Smarty, hey, Caribou. Smarty got put in a really far away on the back place, and they have the best idea, second best idea, the puppy lounge, but the puppy lounge is not for a specific company. Okay, the puppy lounge is the coolest thing at ITC 2022, what's it called, Expo, but the best individual booth is Smarty, definitely, where you can build your own Lego man or woman, and I'm about to build myself. Hey, Tony back from the expo floor in the very best booth there is, period. And I'm here with Wesley from Smarty. Wesley, what is Smarty?
So Smarty does address verification. We do address autocomplete, rooftop geocoding, reverse geocoding, basically anything that has to do with address data, we are your people.
Okay, so super important for property insurance, without question. So, address verification, doesn't the USPS already do address verification? Like, how is this better?
They do, and you can use the USPS's API. Ours is a lot faster.
Oh, okay.
A lot more simplistic to set up. So if you're looking for an easy API connection to address verification, we're your people.
Okay, so address verification, what are the other things?
Address autocomplete.
Autocomplete,
US rooftop geocoding. Actually,
that part is important.
International geocoding
International
as well.
geocoding, that's important.
And reverse geocoding for US as well.
What is reverse geocoding?
Reverse geocoding is where you would put in your lat long and it will return an address for you. People use that for maybe setting up like promotions and things where they determine where a person is, and then they can determine the address that they're at and set up like if they're within a certain distance of like a storefront or something like that, they can give them a promotion and serve it up right to their phone.
Amazing. And since it's the last day of ITC, so it doesn't make sense to give the booth number. What is the URL for Smarty?
Smarty.com.
Smarty.com.
That's correct.
I cannot believe that Smarty.com was available.
Yep, it was. Yeah.
Somebody bought this domain name 20 years ago, and now launched the right company. Smarty.com. Check it out. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hey ITC, if you're still here and there's still time to go to the expo, you have to go to booth 1967 at the very back, the Smarty booth, and you have to make yourself a little, I think my body's backwards, sorry, and you have to make yourself a little Lego you. Again, 1967 at the very back of the expo. If you're watching this and the expo's still open, get here before they close. Your only mission is the Puppy Lounge, which closes at 5. You guys close at 5? Before 5 p.m., the Puppy Lounge, and at the very back, it's hidden away at the very back, booth 1967, come make yourself a little Lego you. Okay, back from the expo floor, and I've got Michael Libor from Insurance Gig. Michael, what is Insurance Gig?
Insurance Gig, we build and power app stores for anybody who has downstream customers. If you are an agency management system and you have 500 customers that you support, we build an app store for you to offer scores of services from the amazing companies that are here that we've pre-integrated with, and with one integration, come to us. Pre-integrated, come to us. We will make those platforms accessible to you, paid per transaction.
Pay per transaction. How many services are already on the platform?
There's close to 100 listed on the platform. We have a deep data pre-integration with dozens of them. We create a data map. Everybody's data connects to ours. We can connect data from different companies all across the spectrum very, very quickly.
Okay, so I'm a giant insurance nerd, and it's taken me like a year and a half to get my head around Insurance Gig.
Okay.
So, for the listeners, we did an awesome episode. One of the best episodes we've ever done. When this goes live, I will include the episode number, or you can go to youtube.com and search for Insurance Nerds Insurance Gig, one word, and you'll find the podcast episode. Thank you, Michael.
Dude, you're rock.
Hey, Tony, back from the floor, and I have Brandon with Red Mountain Technologies. So, Brandon, what is Red Mountain Technologies?
So, Red Mountain Technologies, we provide vehicle history reports for insurance carriers, where they'll use it for rating and underwriting.
Okay.
And so we have data that we could provide to help with the pricing of the autos. And also we have customized models, scoring models on the vehicles, similar to a credit scoring model on a person.
Oh, okay.
But also that this is specific to just the vehicle itself. And we've helped hundreds of insurance carriers to do data tests, help them with their rating and underwriting, and really just help with their overall ROI.
Okay, fantastic. Since it's the last day, I won't say the booth number. So the bigger question is, what is the website? How do they find you?
Okay, so you can find us on www.redmountaintechnologies.com or redmountaintech.com. And you visit us on LinkedIn at Red Mountain Technologies. And we welcome you to contact us. And if we can help and assist in any way, we're here to help.
Thank you. Hey, this is Tony back from the floor. And I am here with Craig from Sort Spoke. This took a lot of effort. Sort Spoke.
Awesome.
Thank you. Craig, what is what is Sort Spoke?
Sort Spoke is a data extraction technology tool that can be used by underwriting teams and claims adjusting teams in the insurance space.
Okay, perfect. I'm a former underwriter.
Awesome.
Okay. I was Liberty Mutual. My last role as an underwriter, middle market. Okay. So when an accord form came in, we wasted an incredible amount of time of very valuable people, my UA and processing people entering the data.
So Accord is a fairly simple thing to do, right? But with Accord forms for commercial risk often comes a lot of supplementary information.
Oh yeah,
More
over and
difficult
over and over and
documentation,
over, yeah.
Less structured, high variation documentation, like who knows, appraisals, financial statements, legal documentation.
Oh, so that really complicated stuff.
The really complicated stuff. That's what Sort Spoke helps
and you can extract from all of that.
Yes.
Amazing, awesome. Since it's the last day, I won't send people to the booth. What is the website?
The website is www.sortspoke.com.
Sortspoke.com. Thank you. Hey, Tony back from the floor, and I'm here with Alan with Enrollment 123. Alan, what is Enrollment 123?
Well, thanks, Tony. Enrollment 123 is a technology platform designed for multiple distribution channels in the insurance business. Primarily, we're in the life and health space, and we have over 250,000 insurance agents that use our platform. A typical scenario is an insurance company or a big FMO will ask to build product on our platform. We will do so, and then their distribution channel can quote and enroll. They can do policy issuance, they can do fulfillment, they can do commission management, they can do back office CRM, and it's a wonderful solution for a number of products. We can do what we call combined billing, where it may have multiple insurance products that are being sold on the same platform, and they can go out on a single bill to those insureds. And if you think of a front-end administration platform, we do everything from A to Z. We do not do any claims adjudication or management, but we do everything on the front end.
I don't know how you got all that out without breathing. That was impressive. How you ever have that memorized? So since this is the last day, the booth number doesn't matter. What is the website for
the website is enrollment123.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, I'm back on the floor with Neil at EOX, if he doesn't run away, at EOX Vantage. So Neil, what is EOX Vantage?
So EOX Vantage is a technology company based in Cleveland, Ohio. We turn data chaos into profit.
Data chaos into profit.
Yes, data chaos into profit.
Data chaos into profit. Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. And since it's the last day, so it doesn't make sense to send people to the booth. What is your website?
www.eoxvantage.com.
Thank you very much. Hey, Tony back from the floor. I'm here with Stacy Fox at Health Gorilla, not Gorilla Health. Health Gorilla. Stacy, what is Health Gorilla?
We are a medical record retrieval API company, so we help our customers get access to real-time medical records for life insurance or digital health customers so that they can have actionable, meaningful data. We have a data aggregation engine that normalizes, dedupes, and consolidates these records into one longitudinal chart that we can then serve up via our Firebase API so that they get this directly within their platform.
Fantastic. I have one important question. Again, feel free to take the time to think about it. But if you were choosing the name again, would you name the company Health Fox, or will you change your name to Stacy Gorilla?
Stacy Gorilla.
Thank you for playing along. That's fantastic. Hey, Tony back from the floor, and I have Jonathan Darling, Director of Sales at Xenia. Jonathan, what is Xenia?
Xenia is an open insurance platform for life and annuities. So Xenia is actually a brand that we launched just 2.5 weeks ago here. So this is our first actually live showing here. Previously, we were SE2 and a variety of other brands such as Breathe Life, Life.io, and Convergent Technologies. So through the acquisitions with SE2, it just made sense to rebrand under Xenia here.
Okay, since we're in the last day of ITC, it doesn't make sense to tell people to come to the booth.
Correct.
So what is the website?
It is www.xenia.com. Xinnia.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thanks.
Hey, this is Tony from the Handy, Handii, from the Handy booth, who I think are in third place for the coolest booth at ITC 2022. Okay, so with the rubber duckies. So come pick your rubber ducky. Can I jump in?
Of course. There is no birthday duck.
Here we go.
Okay, so I'm trying to find the right one.
But this one is good so high.
There we go. There we go. We have a winner. As I make a gigantic mess. So we have a winner of the top hat that I'm going home with me. Come. What time are we closing here? 5?
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes.
You got 30 minutes to come pick up your rubber ducky from the Handy booth 3437. Yeah, you can start recording. Stop recording now so we can upload it.
That is so
Special edition. So Zach Segaria of Lightship, also known as Italian Jesus, also known as Surfer Jesus from San Diego. Okay, so now mess them up. You're trying to find the right one for you. There we go. You're trying to find the one you want to take home. Well, purple goes with the shirt. Okay.
This one's pretty sick.
That one, the one at one freaks me out.
Why?
I have a thing with things that have an odd number of eyes. I think something purple because it goes with the shirt.
Yeah. I like it.
Awesome. So you made your choice?
I think this guy. It's like Monsters Inc. beats the rubber ducky.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you for playing. Hola. Es Tony y estoy en el booth de Handy y estoy con un equipo de latinos, ¿ok? Tenemos Vasco Cortés, CTO de Simply, Diego Fernández, director de
InsurTech Chile.
InsurTech Chile. Bueno, como lo escriben no me gusta, pero InsurTech Chile. Ana María Mejía Duque, Sales Manager de Munich Re. Y Valeria Escobar, PR at Simply, ¿ok? Y Tony Cañas, hago muchísimas cosas, ¿ok? Así, no los preparé, por cierto, no los preparé, ¿ok? En español, vamos uno por uno, ¿ok? Empezamos aquí, vamos para allá. Okay. Vasco, ¿por qué deberían venir más hispanos a InsurTech Connect?
Es una oportunidad de conocer lo que está pasando en el ecosistema mundial. Y tenemos que entender lo que está pasando en todos lados. Y necesitamos más hispanos que entiendan todos lados. Ya somos varios que entendemos, pero hay que ver lo que está pasando.
Pero tú eres de Chile.
Soy de Chile.
De Chile, a Las Vegas es lejísimo.
Es lejísimo.
O sea,
un día y medio.
Muy lejos de Chile.
Sí, claro.
Ok, está muy bien. Que Diego Fernández, director de InsurTech Chile, no me gusta cómo lo escribes, pero bueno. ¿Por qué deberían venir más latinos? Si no puedes repetir.
¿No puedo repetir lo mismo?
No puedo repetir lo mismo, no.
Ya, porque, bueno, es un excelente lugar, hay mucha comida, hay mucho café gratis y porque puedes practicar mucho tu inglés.
Okay. El café gratis, primero que todo, no es cafetico. Tengo que hablar con Caribou. Tampoco colombiano.
No,
o sea, no es ni el mejor del mundo ni el segundo mejor del mundo.
Calidad media. Entonces
es calidad media. Pero bueno, prometo hablar con Caribou y ver si el próximo año podemos hacer solo cafetico. Y tal vez un poco colombiano para hablar plata un poco. Ok. Pero, o sea, ¿qué más iba a decir de lo que dijiste? Bueno,
café, comida.
Bueno, sí, pero el café es importantísimo porque no vas a dormir nada. Yo duermo como 3 horas por noche y normalmente vengo domingo, duermo 3 horas por todas las noches y el jueves me salgo de mi cuarto, devuelvo mi cuarto, o sea, no reservo cuarto el jueves, dejo las maletas con el bellhop, voy al concierto, este año es UB40, el próximo año no sabemos, después del concierto, los bares y la cosa. Y cuando ya no encuentro a nadie más, me voy al aeropuerto y vuelvo a las 6 de la mañana de vuelta a casa. Pero sin hotel, ¿verdad? Ok. El café importantísimo. Ok. Ana María, Sales Manager Munich Re. ¿A dónde vives?
Vengo de Alemania.
Ok.
Pero trabajo en Reality Zero, que es una plataforma digital de suscripción automática.
Ok. ¿Y por qué deberían venir más latinos a InsurTech Connect?
Porque muchos latinos están montando modelos de negocio digitales muy interesantes y este es un espacio realmente para darse a conocer, conseguir inversionistas y obviamente buscar partnering con otros insurtechs que están haciendo cosas interesantes en el mundo.
¿Cuánto duró el vuelo de Múnich?
11 horas, estuvo largo. Directo.
Bueno, directo, muy bien. ¿En qué aerolínea directo? Lufthansa. European Wings, ok, ajá.
Así que estuvo perfecto
okay.
Y valió toda la pena estar acá. Okay. Y me encanta ver que más latinos estamos acá representando.
Okay. Gracias. Que Valeria Escobar, que quedaste de última. Dijeron todo. Okay. Simply. ¿A dónde vives? ¿De dónde eres? Chile, que también lejísimos. ¿Por qué deberían venir más latinos? Por lo menos una razón más que no se haya dicho.
Creo que es una tremenda experiencia para conocer otras empresas que están haciendo lo mismo, tanto latinos como no latinos. Y Las Vegas tiene su encanto.
Muy bien. Ok, la respuesta más fácil para ti, que era la última, hubiera sido a InsurTech Connect deben venir más latinos para conocer a Tony. Ok, muchísimas gracias a todos, todo el mundo diga gracias. Nos vemos el próximo año. Nos vemos el próximo año en InsurTech Connect Las Vegas.
Nos vemos. Chao.
So it's the last night of ITC before the UB40 concert. I am so excited for the UB40 concert. There are no words. There are no words. I love the bridge, by the way. Hold on. What? There's a hat shop on the bridge? This makes no sense. A hat shop? What's that?
Your fly's down.
Oh, thank you. That's embarrassing. Okay. There's a hat shop on the bridge? That makes absolutely no sense. Hello, how's it going? Good. So if I'm not mistaken, you guys carry some American hat makers hats, right?
The leather one, yes, we do.
Okay. Can I put my water there? Okay. So let's see. Okay. So, is this whole section American hat makers, or like those big ones? What are those?
That's actually our wool and felt. The leather ones would be at the top.
Okay. So all the other ones are American hat makers, and this one is. Okay.
It's basically different brand.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna need a minute. So yeah, just an incredible InsurTech Connect 2022. I'm so excited for the UB40 concert. Michael Jackson won. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. I had no idea this was here. This is kind of cool. What do they have? Hold on, what? Hold on. Oh my god. Are those the... Is that the jacket from Beat It? I'm gonna need a second here.
It's Vegas, baby.
Woohoo!
ITC, rule.
Are you in video? Vegas, baby! See you at ITC next year. And that's why you never miss ITC Vegas. See you next year.
grooving. So, without further, put your hands together on saxophone for Adriano. Keep it together for Colin on trumpet. Michael on keyboard. And yes, we did let the animal out of the cage for a little while. Just a little bit, just to keep it grooving. Put your hands together for the engine room. Mr. Paul Slowly. And the man in the bass. Put it together for our second Colin over here, Colin McNeil. What always used to make you there? Again, no matter how great the band sounds, it's as good as it goes.
What's up?
How's it going? You won't be able to see them, but red wine for the freaking song. I know, right? On front of house. Put your hands together for Simon. We have Darren over here on stage 1 Where's Brian? Brian is over here. Somebody put your hands together for Brian also. Yes, sir. Then we have Dougie over there. Who's keeping his feet. I don't know if I've left anybody out. I don't know if I've left anybody
eBay, like $4 on eBay. Just light up name badge, and you can put whatever you want on it. You can make it say like, I'm the sexiest man alive, and scroll across. Hey, like 12, 14 hours.
Thank you. So put your hands together for yourself also. Put your hands together, it's the same also. Left hand and a hand by itself and a clap. So you have to put both hands together or use your feet. Make some noise for yourselves. Hold up. Oh my God, you know what? Actually drinking red wine.
Red wine, what do you mean?
I have wine twice around for the last 8 minutes. And I'm the guy drinking red wine. So, thank you. I'm waiting for them to say red wine so we can sing together. But, hold on, I know. Thank you so much for actually being the one drinking red wine. Red wine. Red wine. Thank you. Okay. And that's why you never miss ITC. See you in 2023.
What the hell are you wearing, you fool?
I do apologize. A little bit hard to keep track of time on for Friday of ITC. My apologies. I'm wearing my evening. My apologies. I'm wearing my evening top hat. Better?
I'm not sure.